Hello everyone, my name is Demi and you are watching Demi TV. The goal of this video channel is to help you awaken your inner alpha so you can follow your dreams and find your authentic voice. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about something that's very inevitable in the business world, which is called failure. Now, you have to get ready for this and you have to look forward for this because this is definitely inevitable. And today I will teach you exactly how to maneuver a failure. So without further ado, okay, so I might have repeated already in the intro, but then again, failure is inevitable. That means you can never avoid failure, regardless if you have already spoon-fed yourself with tons of podcasts, books, learning equipments, and materials, you are still going to fail. It's completely different if you're learning something than you are actually doing something. That's why it takes action for you to realize what are the things that you are doing wrong, what are the things that you are doing right, and through these, you will learn the best of the best experiences. You will learn the best of the best lessons that are inculcated in the journey called life. So a lot of you out there are still starting out or having the idea of online business, and the first thing that would come to your mind is, what if I'm going to fail? Now, newsflash, you really are. That's the truth. I'm not scaring you. I'm not discouraging you from creating your very own online business. You have to come in a place where you are actually prepared of failure. Now, why am I saying this? Because even the most successful people, they are still failing every single day of their lives. Why? Because there are just things that you can't get it right. Because you're not perfect after all. Nobody is. And even though you are already earning a lot of millions and thousands of dollars, there will still be a point in your life that you are going to fail. Now, would you do everything just so you would not fail? Of course. You would do everything to steer away from failure. That's right. You heard me right. You're going to do everything just to steer away from failure. But some point in your life, you will still encounter failures. You will still encounter decisions that would not go as it is planned. And that is normal and that is okay. Now, how are you going to manage failures in your business life or in your life in general? Now, you have to take failures as challenges. All my life, I have failed in so many things. Before I started my very own graphics motion business, I came up with an idea of being a relationship coach. Okay? Ta-na-na-na. So I was only 21 years old or 22. And no, 21, I think. I was 21 when I decided to become a relationship coach. I already established the course. I have a full course. I have a full ebook about relationships, and my study about relationships is actually backed up with psychology and science. So if you know about it, if you have actually read the book, I still have the notes with me here. They're actually legitimately true. Okay, I have backed it up with science, psychology, everything, but still it failed. Why? Because I do not have an audience. When I was starting out that relationship niche, that was so funny. I cannot even imagine I did that. And right now, looking back to that, I have realized that it's very important that you actually build your audience first before you launch anything. Okay, it's very important that you have people who are very willing to listen to you. It's very important that you have people who are focused on what you are saying or what you are promoting, because those are the people who knows, likes, and trust you. And those are the people who's going to buy your courses first. Okay? Now, through that failure, I realized that it's important to build relationships. It's important to not expect a lot in the very first week, in the very first month, or even in the very first year of your online business. So without that failure, I could have not experienced how it is like to be really in the online world. That was my very first experience in the online business. That was my very first grasp of what really was online business. And without that, I wouldn't have experience to really find my passion, or what is it really that I would really love doing, which is design. And it wasn't really the writing that I really wanted to do. It wasn't really building courses that I really wanted to do. So with that, I learned a lot of things. That was just one failure. My second failure was serving a market that was actually poor. So if you are actually in the online business, you have to make sure that the market that you are serving are actually the people who are willing to buy stuff from you. And a lot of entrepreneurs would argue, all these people who are around you, if they know, like, and trust you, they would buy everything you are offering them. But sometimes, really, no matter how trustworthy you are, no matter how huge and how strong the relationships you have gathered in a span of time, these people who just don't have money, they will not really be able to buy from you. And you cannot force them to buy from you because they don't really have anything. And I've been to that point in my life where I was not really able to buy anything in my life, not even food, not even rent. So it's understandable that there are people in a certain market that doesn't really have the right amount of money to pay you, regardless of how strong your relationship is. So that was another failure that I realized. So there's 2 failures so far. I'm not expecting for more, but I am actually already prepared for any failures that I would have in the business. And I'm already oriented of what failure might really look like. So I've already also encountered a lot of times in my life where I wasn't able to pay the rent, I wasn't able to get my very own food. There were a lot of struggles in my very set 2 years in this career, and I know there will be more, there will be more, there will be more, and I'm already looking forward to that. Not really like 100% looking forward to failures, but at least right now I'm already very prepared for it. I already know what to do. I already know that a failure should not lead you to depression, but it should lead you to more motivation. You should take it as a challenge, not as a personal thing. Because if you're going to consider failure as, oh, no, I'm just dumb, I don't know what to do, I really suck at this. If you're going to take it that way, you really are going to fail for the rest of your life, because you are not taking failures as challenges. The moment that you realize that failures are actually challenges for you to actually move forward, and that there is a better horizon ahead of you, and that challenge or that failure is only like a huge wall that you need to climb, and when you get to the other side of the wall, there's actually some pots of golden whatevers that is waiting for you in there, you would realize that you just really need to keep on moving to get over those failures. And again, failure is inevitable. It will happen every time. There will be decisions that will not come out as planned. There will be things in your life that will not come out as how you wanted them to be, and that's okay, because everything is within your favor. Even if you have failures in your life, everything is still within your favor, because without that failure, you will never learn. Without that failure, you will never be where you are right now. Okay, so at the end of this video, I want you to just sit down for one moment. Just sit down for a while. What is that one thing that you remember that was your very huge failure so far? What were those? If there's 1, 2, and 3, go. Just reminisce about that for a minute or two. And take a lesson out from it. What are those things that you have learned with those failures? Has it made you become a better person? Has it made you become a better business person? Has it made you smarter? Has it made you happier? Has it made you more emotionally stable? Because I know that my failures have made me more emotionally stable, because those are just a lot to take in. Not having food, not having something to pay for the rent, that was horrible. And that was the only time that I was able to realize that, okay, this is not something personal. It's something that every person actually undergoes. And I have to just climb on that wall, and I have to figure out what's on the next what's on the other side of that wall. Take that 1 or 2 minutes for a moment, think of those failures, and carve out lessons that made you actually become a better person, or the lessons basically that you can carve out from those failures, right? So I hope this video has inspired you. Make sure to click the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and tinker that bell button so you wouldn't miss a video of me talking about personal developments like this one, online business tactics and tech tutorials. I actually upload videos every day for now, and we are going to have a lot of talks about a lot of things just in the entrepreneur world. So remember to follow your dreams, find your authentic voice, and always, always awaken your inner alpha. I'll see you in the next one.